Hey, it's Rusty. Thanks for tuning in to Burning Cereal. First and foremost, I hope everyone is safe during this pandemic that is just running rampant around the world. My heart goes out to those folks in Italy. It's one of my favorite countries in the world. Here in California, we're on lockdown. What does that mean? Well, not leaving the house, not going to the grocery store, not hoarding toilet paper. Idiots. But today, what have I got for you? I'm going to make a pot roast. I'm going to make a pot roast in our new Traeger smoker, which I'm hoping it's going to taste amazing. What do we need for this? I've got a 3.5 pound chuck roast. Carrots, onions, rosemary, thyme, mushrooms, potatoes, garlic powder, onion powder, Ancho chili powder, black pepper, salt, some chicken broth, and wine. Red wine. Not shitty red wine either. It's red wine that you're going to drink afterwards. Don't buy cheap-ass wine, because cheap-ass wine makes cheap-ass dinner. Don't buy cheap-ass wine. But once we put all this together, it's going to be amazing. And you know what? It's as easy as... First thing we need to do is mix up our seasonings. Notice onion, salt, pepper, garlic. The Ancho powder, that comes later. So for this recipe, my recipe, I'm gonna triple it because normally the ingredients that you're gonna see down below, that's for a 1 pound chuck roast. I'm doing 3.5 pounds, so I'm gonna triple basically everything. So don't go off the measurements you see me doing here. Look at the ingredient list down below. So first things first, we're gonna need some salt. Then we have some onion powder, garlic powder, and then some black pepper. So here we have our salt, pepper, onion, and garlic. And what we're gonna do is we're going to cover all sides of this prior to put it on the smoker. All right, so the smoker is preheated to 180 degrees. Our chuck roast has been seasoned, all size, salt, pepper, onion, garlic. Now we're gonna take this, we're gonna put it on the smoker for an hour and a half. We're gonna flip it about halfway through.
Hey everyone, I'm Nico. I'm a friend of Rusty's and I'll be helping out prepare the veggies today. Split the carrots, cut the stem off. You just want it in large chunks. All right, next the onion. I find it easiest, cut off the edges, then cut it in fours, peel the skin, next we have the herbs. So for the rosemary, you're gonna strip it. I find it best to pull from the front to the back, like so. And we're gonna chop it up. Next, we will do thyme. Same thing, strip it down. And next we're gonna add the mushrooms. And again, we're tripling this recipe. So instead of 8 ounces, we're doing 1.5 pounds. Recipe calls for 1 teaspoon. Since we are tripling it, it is 1 tablespoon.
All right, so the meat is off the smoker. That's it right there. Smells pretty good, actually. Now what we're gonna do is we're going to incorporate all the stuff that Nico did. We're gonna put that in here with the meat. Then we're gonna put in our broth and our wine. Now again, as we've told you, we're tripling this up, and it calls for a cup of wine. So we want to make sure that we're going to measure this properly and get a cup of wine in here. And remember, this is wine that you want to drink and not wine that you just want to use for, oh, it's empty. Well, use a whole bottle if you got a 3-pound roast. Then you want to add some chicken broth. We're going to put in 6 cups. Again, we're tripling this. So we're going to put in 6 cups. There's 4. That's 2. All right, so we have all the veg, we have all the herbs, we have all the spices, everything is in here. All of our liquids are in here. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this and put it in the smoker. I've adjusted the smoker to 275 degrees. We're gonna cover this with foil to create a Dutch oven. If you have a Dutch oven, that's actually even better. I don't have one, so I'm just gonna use this tray. I'm gonna put some foil over it. It's going back in the smoker for 4 to 5 hours. Just check tenderness at about 4 hours and see if it needs a little bit more time. See you in 5 hours. Finished product. Let's take a look and see what we have. Whew. Smells amazing. Time to dig in. Oh yeah, that's nice and done. Let's give it a couple minutes to cool off, and then we'll take a taste. Not sure if you can see it. There is a nice smoke ring going around the outside. Man, can't wait to taste this. All right, so here it is. It's cooled down. Cut some of it up, package the rest. You'll notice I have a glove on my hand. It's because I cut my finger earlier today and I don't want it on here. But let's take a bite. Looks really good. Still a little warm. Has really good flavor. Reminds me of pot roast from when I was little. I don't eat it all that often. But one thing it does have is that nice mesquite taste. It's not overpowering. It's very subtle. Pretty tasty. Potatoes. Super soft like they're supposed to be. This is a great dish. You can also make this in your oven at home. You don't have to put it in a smoker. You can put it in your oven. You can put it in a slow cooker. In your oven, 275 for 5 hours should be sufficient. You want it to be at about 200 degrees when it comes out, the meat. If you put it in your slow cooker, I'd say 4 hours, 5 hours on high, 8 hours on low, same thing. Again, the recipe is going to be down in the description box below. I hope you try it. Let me know what you think, and we'll see you next time.